Hello guys, Dale here again. Welcome to my channel Love a Lot and Sharp. So today guys, I want to do a quick video of what me and my buddy Tactinuk were talking about. And I was talking to him the other day, we were having a cup of joe, and he tells me, you know what? Guns are like a gateway drug, you know? It starts you in a winding path, deeper and deeper into the rabbit's hole. And I think I 100% agree with him, right? I 100% agree with him. For me, my journey started off with firearms, right? It's the firearms is a gateway drug. So my buddy took me to the range. Here in Canada, you need to do 2 safety courses. One for your restricted, one for your non-restricted. Go through a federal police background check. You have to jump through a lot of hoops to own firearms here in Canada. So my buddy took me to the range and I was hooked. So it takes about 3 to 6 months to get your firearms license. They do background checks. They do all kind of crazy stuff. The federal police do to get your license. So started off with a firearm for me, right? Then you know, I'm on the firearm forums. I'm talking to guys, you know, and they start bringing out cool knives, right? So they start bringing out cool knives, you know, customs, mid-techs, whatever, right? And this starts appealing to me, right? Because just like a firearm, this is a work of beauty, you know? It's a mechanical work of beauty, because it's different materials and parts working together to in harmony to do a function, right? So I started getting into knives, you know. I started spending more and more time learning and researching about knives and stuff like that. Then through the knives I started getting into flashlights, you know, custom flashlights, and this started being my addiction, right? I started looking into Surefires and 4.7s and Olights, and flashlights became my addiction, right? So it went from firearms to knives to flashlights. From flashlights went to multi-tools, right? A lot of guys in the forums I started looking into multi-tools. I see them more and more, you know. We have Victorinox, we have custom multi-tools like this, Cthulhu I have, right? So multi-tools became the addiction. From the multi-tools, then it came Zippos, you know. Zippos became the addiction, right? And again, from the firearms, it went to knives, multi-tools, flashlights, and now Zippos. So now I'm getting into Zippos, you know. I'm learning more about the old school Zippos, the antique Zippos, all that stuff. Then, from scouring the forums, came Hanks. Guys started getting into Hanks. This is my Candy Skull Hanks, right? So that added fuel to the fire, you know, in the EDC gun knife community. And then, right, became watches. This is my Marathon TSAR, right? Marathon is known for a lot of their government contracts, you know, with NASA, stuff like that. So then became nice watches, right? We have the Halios Delphin here. We have my TSAR here. So a lot of guys, you know, they talk about, most people when they talk about gateway drugs, they talk about actual drugs, you know? Well, for a lot of us gear nuts, one of these is going to be a gateway drug. I know guys who started off with knives, went into watches, tools, guns. I know people like me started off with guns, went into knives, watches, tools, lights, and it's addicting, right? It's addicting. It's all fine pieces of work, you know, how the parts work together, and it's just something to it, right? Most people usually say boys and their toys, you know, men and their tools, and this is exactly it, you know. This is all well, what a lot of guys that I talk to, this is what we're all about, you know. We're into our guns, our knives, our watches, our lights, and this is what it started all. This is what started it all for me, guys, is a firearm. So this is just a little reflection type video of how I got into all my hobbies. These are some of my hobbies, how I got into it. It all started here with a firearm. So what about you guys? What got you guys interested into firearms, knives, the stuff I do on my videos? You know, leave a response down in the comment box. But that's it, guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.